In this episode of Vintage Story, we get to Diggy Hole. But not before flooding it first. We also get to tier skip past the copper anvil and immediately get set up on a tin bronze anvil. We get visited by a bear. Oh, I did that without taking damage. No more bear. Stuff the bear's hide in our new tiny little smithy. And then we get set up on a little cellar that is seemingly haunted. Huh? What? I didn't... What the Why? What? I didn't press any buttons to walk? What? Okay. Yeah. We hunt some cows to extinction. Don't attack me. Where are you going, man? Oh, okay. That's not, yeah. That's better. Okay, he heard me from beyond the grave. Oh. Okay. Now that these guys have been hunted to extinction, I can go to bed with a full belly. Nice. And finally, I delete a bunch of footage because I was running low on storage and I wasn't looking at what I was deleting, so I deleted the wrong footage. Okay, so this is way into the future patch coming live here from my cellar. Not our permanent cellar, but a cellar that I did dig out. I don't remember if I dug it out immediately or a little after I got my first copper tools. But yeah, this was a copper deposit and I just thought, it actually basically was this kind of size and just dug it out a little more so it had a more cubic form to it, and then this became our cellar. A lot of the footage that I had was filmed with a wrong encoding, or just kind of like the recording that it used was way too intensive, storage intensive. So I kind of went around and I deleted some footage, and I might have deleted some footage that I wasn't supposed to delete, but the past is past. So I thought I'd try and reenact some of the things that I did, and well, not really reenact, but maybe just show where I went. I got the copper pickaxe, and then I went to dig out some tin because I found 2 tin deposits, surface tin deposits that was very close by. And then I visited a new trader called Leo. He seems like the kind of guy who we will be able to trade the most with, because he tends to sell lime, and I have not been able to find any kind of stone that will give us like crushed lime, like chalk or limestone or marble or anything like that. And I haven't been able to find borax either, so we'll have to trade for it. And then because I was able to gather like kind of a lot of tin immediately, I was able to just immediately tier skip to the tin bronze anvil, which is pretty great. And casting that I also lost, but luckily right after casting I did start recording. So yeah, this is filmed way into the future because I kind of got a little behind on editing, way behind on editing really. So I hope you don't mind just a little reenactment and then me telling what happened. It probably have been edited into like 10 minutes at most anyway. So it's not like you missed a whole lot, but it is stuff that you missed, and I do apologize for that. I will try my very best in the future to not accidentally delete or miss out on stuff, which is ironic because immediately after, with the tin bronze anvil, I casted it and I put it somewhere in the house, and then not long after I moved it, and the act of me moving it, I didn't press record either. Ah, silly me. Well, I'm sorry, okay? That is, I'll say it bluntly, I'm very sorry. I feel very silly. I really do. But you should be mostly caught up to speed, and let's just get right into the real meat and potatoes. Okay, so our anvil has dried, or I don't know, tried? What the fuck? It's not what metal does. It's hardened. That's what I was looking for. And it's ready. We just need to break the mold, and unfortunately we need to make a new anvil. We need to make a new mold, but we won't be needing to do so because we can make an iron anvil with a bronze anvil, and the iron anvil is smithed. And while that was happening, you know, an entire day went by. I spent that day, like I said, mining out some copper. I got some pretty good amount of copper. Let's see, I found a medium quality copper vein, so that's pretty nice. We got this out, even some crystallized chunks. That was pretty good. We have plenty of copper right now, and we'll probably be needing it, but we also need to make a forge in order to smith. I'd like to make a primitive smithy area, I guess, so that we can do some proper smithing. I don't just want to do it in the little hut. But I also started work on a little project, a channel, in order to get from the lake into the river, and then you know, go wherever our hearts desire. That channel is it's quite some work. Let me just go over there and I'll show you guys. Now that I'm thinking about it, I thought it'd be a good idea to put the torch holder next to the animals instead, so we didn't have to constantly go down and make sure that our torch was still alive, or still burning, I suppose. So since we're at the hut a lot of the time, I don't really mind needing to replace the torches a lot of the time, but it would be nice not having to run down here all the time. What the hell? What the helly? Like so? Everything's looking fine. So, as you can tell, it is quite a bit of digging that I've done already, and I will be needing to do even more because I kind of want it to be at least 3 blocks deep. This here will be where the water meets the edge, the coastline, you could say. This right here will be the water's edge, and then I would like it to be in the middle, at least 3 deep. So it'll have to be quite some digging, but I think it'll turn out really nice. Hopefully I'll find some easy way to get the water to connect. We'll have a very own little Panama Canal. Not really, but you can call it that if you want to, or we can call it something else. We can call it the Patch Canal. We can call it the Dingus Canal. There are many things that we could call it. Oh yeah, I want to domesticate y'all. There are many of them. Wow. So these are some kind of buffalo, I think. I think if I get too close to them, they will be aggressive. But I would love to get them over to that pit. I think it would be better to kind of get them over there. To just maybe. No, that one just immediately ran away. Okay. Well then, I guess that kind of makes it a little easier. Yeah, we can just gently lead this guy over, and we'll build a pit for it. Oh, yeah, it's a water buffalo, devil-horned water buffalo. And it's going on its water pathfinding. So when animals get into water, after a certain while, they will just book it to the shore. Ignore all other things, just immediately trying to get to shore so that they won't drown themselves. I feel like that's a decent way to prevent that from an AI perspective, I suppose. But it does get kind of silly sometimes. Come on, come on. I know you want to get in my hole. So this is a male. Yeah, that is what you're supposed to do. Will they eat my crops? No, he's just drinking some water. Okay, so it'll be a very temporary pit. Oh, did he already? Ugh. I don't really want him down there though. But I suppose he can't get out, can he? Is there? No, it's a dead end. Well, this is as good as any hole, I suppose. It's just covered up a little bit, so we're sure he doesn't somehow jump out of it. And put this here. Oh, don't attack me. He tried to. Okay, so for the rest of them, there was some crabs congregating around here. Some landlubbers. I murdered them in cold blood and harvested their skin. Now we have some crab meat. That's a butterfly. Hello. It's a butterfly. Hello, bye bye. You know, I had a realization earlier today. This plateau, or whatever you'd actually call it, it's likely very high up. So that means there's very likely going to be bighorns up there. That'll be very nice. Now, what are you? Are you a female? I hope so. Well, don't fall in the hole that's over here, please. I would not like that. Oh, that's another male. Oh. Well, we'll keep him. Might as well. He's having some issues. Where are you going, man? Oh, okay. That's not, yeah, that's better. Get in the hole. Oh, just ran straight past it. Okay. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Boo! That didn't spook him enough. Get! Ah. He's too fast. Get! Ah. He fell in the other hole. I think that you were just destined to die. This is I didn't really want to come down here, so that was a deep drifter and everything. Oh, it's chased me. Shoo! Oh no, that's a boat horn. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just goodbye. My God. Okay. And there's a drifter as well. Yeah. That was interesting. Perhaps I need to clean this up a little. Make it a little easier for them to fall in. And also easier for me to line them up. Yeah. More carrots to plant. Nice. I planted some more seeds as well. And I finally had an idea what to do with our orchard. I put the peach tree cuttings kind of in the middle, and then we'll have the same kind of row here over here. And I will actually do it with red currants, because I realized even though I'd rather be eating black appearance, the color will be kind of monotonous. So I'm gonna have to black and red just for the color. Now let's see. Fresh for one day. I'm wondering if we could do some of this. I will hope so. And that reminds me, I should make some porridge. Not right now. Can I do this? Yay, I can! That's nice. Is this dried? Not yet. That's a good thing we did that, because that was our last meal. Woo! We need to do some more animal wrangling. Oh. Huh. What are those? What are those? Probably these marsh deer. They cannot be bred or domesticated. Well. Oh, nice. I got them. Oh, he's coming. He's charging towards me. Oh, narrowly made it out of that one. Unscathed at least. I must skin you good. Excellent. Now where'd the other one go? Where are you hiding, my dear? Hey, funny joke. There you are. Okay, 4th time's the charm. I don't know if I showed it, but yeah, these copper spears I got from panning. Or at least as spearheads. Ooh. Nice shot. Aw. I feel kind of bad for killing this little guy's mother. But I do need to eat. Whoa. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry for party rocking. Could you imagine? Someone just violently murdered your mother and he's just skinning her alive and he's like, sorry for party rocking. I feel like it's gonna become more and more normalized. It has to be, you know. Okay. Wrangling time. Are you might be a female though. I should hope so. Yeah. Oh, that's a male. Okay. What about you? Also male. They're all male. What is up with that? Well, I'm just gonna kill them if they're males. There we go. Don't attack me. Oh, you became a submarine. Interesting. Didn't know you would chill like that. Did he drown? No. Oh, that was terrible. They have a lot of health. It's kind of funny how they, like, go down into the water. Holy. Okay. He hurt me from beyond the grave. That was a lot of meat. I'm just kinda running around aimlessly right now. There's a trader here. Marked? We'll go check it out another time, I think. Perhaps, perchance, mayhaps. So there is, or there should be, another one. There. And that was a male as well. We can try and see if we can catch up to him in the water. And, check his testes. Yep, that's a male. Where'd you go? I swear, sometimes it feels like they just despawn. Where? Oh. Hello. Oh. Okay. Have it your way, I suppose. Nice. Now that these guys have been hunted to extinction, I can go to bed with a full belly. Very nice. It's unfortunate that none of them were females. Oh, maybe that one is? I sure hope so. Are the women? Looks a lot like it. Can I see now? That's a male as well. Oh, I'm tired of these. I'm tired of men. Looks happy. So many bones too. I've got their skin and bones. You know, I would not be surprised if we won't even be able to put all of this into meals. It's a good problem to have. Too much food. We got our food on. It's still burning. Let's make one with just meat. Just a whole bunch of meat. Where did I put my bones? Do I have anywhere for my fat? I do. Would you look at that? You know, I'll take these out and then cure them. Ugh. That torch is getting annoying. I'll move it one down. Or I could put there. Yeah. And then I can just put these on the floor to cure. Right, so we'll have some hides eventually that we can use for a few different kinds of things. While this does its thing, I think I will go foraging for some mushrooms so that we can get some meals made. I think mushrooms will be our best bet for early game vegetable nutrition, since it'll be a little while before the vegetables that we have planted will grow. Now the good thing about marking your mushrooms is that they do regrow at some point. Not necessarily in the exact same spot, but in the same area. I don't know if it'll be the exact same kind of mushroom either, but it's good to know that you can kind of reliably tell where there'll be some mushrooms. Many death caps though. Oof. More resin. I don't know if I will pick these blueberry bushes up, because I like blueberries. Very colorful, which is nice. But again, they don't stack, so they are not particularly efficient to have around your base and stuff. There's more copper. Amazing. Bearded tooth. I'll be taking those. Hello. You know, I'll let you live. Oh yes. I love eating worms. And it's done. Now, these are mixed peat bricks, which is from a mod. They won't burn, at the same temperature as peat normally does, which is 900 degrees Celsius, but they do burn for a lot longer, so that's nice. It's already hot. Good. Okay, so let's see if we put this and this, and then no, I think actually I will make a meat crab. I should really work on the smithy so that we can get a saw, so that we can make chests, so that we can get some storage. That'd be nice. Forgot to I have some copper on me. Cool. Nice. Oh, you can't put it in both slots? Huh. Would you look at that? Curious. Oh yeah, and I got a temporal gear from panning, which is very nice. You can, in the vanilla game, just use these as a respawn point. But I have a mod that makes it so that once I've made a nicer bed rather than just a hay bed, that'll set a respawn point. So I like that mod. Well, since it's nighttime, there's not a whole lot to do. I think I'll do some more panning. Fun times. Yes, it's that time again. I went non-verbal. Remember how I said I didn't record making the smithy? Well, this is it. It's I just dug out a hole really and then put stuff in there. So yeah, I immediately got started on making some copper. Because I thought, you know, some copper bars and we can smith some tools or some nails and strips to get chest. And while I was lighting my torches, I realized, oh shit, I don't even have any ingot molds. So I honestly kind of panicked and did something stupid and took out some of the bits, which immediately finished the crucible with the copper still in it. Kind of half finished. I could have just left it and then heated it up again, but who cares? Past is past. So I immediately got to work on doing just like a ton of ingot molds. God knows I needed it, and I needed it now. So yeah, just gathering grass in order to start the fire. And you know, you can kind of tell how I kind of felt like I was rushing by putting the cattails down. And took some peat from a little peat tower that I made. Again, I love seeing this go up in flames. And yeah, I just walked around. I don't really know why, but then I noticed, oh shit, the stupid cow has somehow gotten out of his hole. So yeah, you know, I had to chase him back. Luckily, it was pretty easy. He just kind of went, oh yeah, okay, I'll go back. So, yeah, easy task. And then I decided, you know, I need more peat. I need to torment him a little bit more. So I went to take out more peat. Not really a whole lot other reason other than, yeah, to torment peat. I decided to make some mixed peat out of it. Set it up to dry, because, you know, it looks kind of cool like that. And then, you know, added some more to the peat tower. And you get to see a little bit more of how I'm just kind of grasping my mistake of putting it out. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could have just reheated it. There was no reason to do what I did. And then I got distracted by a butterfly. I think I thought maybe it was a bat, because I've never seen a bat in this game. So I was like, what the hell? I went to gather a bunch of tule and then extinguished my torch because I accidentally planted some of it. So, you know, not much to show there because it's just darkness otherwise. And then I gathered some more peat off camera, you know, again, I just wanted to torture him. More peat for the tower. Went to gather some more tin. I like to, at least sometimes, I like to just dig out almost like it's a quarry for my holes. And this was honestly like, I kind of was expecting this, but it was honestly like a pathetic tin vein. But I gained a level in mining, so I decided to get the ore miner, which gives a chance for extra chunks of ore. And then just my pickaxe was about to break, so I decided just to break it. Checked up on the pit kiln because I was impatient. Pick up all the stuff that had hardened in shame. So I just I went down to gather some of the copper that I had gathered off camera and then, you know, smash it down and get it ready for processing later. And here I realized that I placed the peach tree cuttings wrong, so that annoyed me. And I decided, you know, I wanted 2 crucibles, so, you know, I made another batch for the pit kilns for once the ingot molds were done. So yeah, that was a pit kiln, a watering can, and then some crocs, because God knows I constantly need crocs. And then some clay jugs, because I'm gonna make some juice. Yes. Still impatient, and I just stared at it for a little while and then went back. Decided to make some storage vessels because also, God knows, we need more of those. And just some more ingot molds. And then I had some trouble getting them out. It was just fighting me. I always have troubles with these things that stack kind of weird. And so I went up back into the smithy and I had to make some space for the ingot molds because I hadn't made space for it because I completely forgot that I needed ingot molds in order to make ingots. You know, what a revelation. While I was raiding, I decided to terraform a little in the area around my base because, well, you know, I will be needing the space. And I was just waiting for the crucible to be done anyway, so it didn't really matter. Felt like a productive use of my time. Yeah, so it was done and it didn't have a full 6 ingots. I think it was 625, so I had to, or was it maybe 425? I'm not quite sure, but I had to fire up 675 in order to compensate for the broken ratio. So, you know, I put my tongs in hand and dug a little bit more. I miscalculated how long it would take, but I just kind of stood there waiting until it could be cast. And then I went to this little ruin here, and I was like, I want the stone path. And I didn't care about desecrating a ruin. I never will care, and I never have. I also took some of that sand. And I immediately got to working on what to do with the stone path, and I thought the best use would just, you know, be right outside the house. So that's what I did. I think it looked pretty nice for the time. It'll look even better going forward. So I went up to the ingots, gathered them, put them in a pile, and then I got to work. I put both of my forges to use because I thought it might be faster. I don't know if it actually is faster, but that's what I did. I have 2 forges. I might as well use them. Maybe I could have saved on 1 charcoal, who knows. So now you get to absolutely relish in the fact that you get to watch me manually smith a tool. The probably only tool I will be manually smithing in this playthrough. It should be a perfect example of why exactly I use Napster, especially for smithing, because I am just not good at it. Like, I've done better than this. I was kind of like, oh wait, what is it that you're supposed to do? You can see me just making so many mistakes, and basically I feel like when I watch this, I feel like I'm watching a fool make a fool out of himself. Especially once I got to splitting. You see, I almost made a mistake right there. That could have been deadly. Oh! And then, yeah, I also messed up because I held the button down to switch mode, which you're not supposed to. You just press it once, and that's it. But I held it down and clicked at the same time, and that split another bit off. And then this is where it just gets, honestly, incredibly entertaining, but also so painful to watch me. Like, it's like watching a monkey trying the same thing over and over. I mean, I've played Far Cry 3. I know what the definition of insanity is, but yet I was convinced that if I just kept hitting it, it would work. And then finally I was like, oh yeah, okay, that worked. Trust me, I've done better with smithing, but it's a fun mechanic, don't get me wrong. It's just smithing all the time, every time. Especially with X skills, it kind of encourages you to smith your weapons yourself, because you can have the attribute bonus and you can get bits recovery. So obviously, you know, smithing is better than casting. I made a prospecting pick and pickaxe and a chisel. And the chisel I will use very soon, because not really for chiseling, I wanted to make a juice press. And then you see me using some rope for tools, because, you know, I used to play Greg Tech, so I thought just putting a stick around on a tool head in order to make a tool, that was not good enough. It needs to be painful. Well, it isn't really painful. Rope is pretty easy to come by. But I don't know, it felt like a nice way to balance things. I'm not saying that the vanilla games should have... Yeah, I just stood there for a little while. I'm not saying the vanilla games should have you use rope, but I feel like it feels better. And then I made a staircase, tested it out, and I was like, I didn't really like how you went over it, so I chiseled it down a little more, and then it felt very great. I think it looks kind of nice actually, so that's cool. And then I went prospecting a little. There was no really real reason to, other than maybe to pinpoint where the copper was richest in the area, because it's as you can see, very high native copper in the area. It's not this chunk. I will find out later. Yeah, I also went and gathered some red currants. Like I said, I wanted to have both black and red currants, even though I wouldn't eat red currants in real life. I don't think they taste particularly well. Black currants, however, taste absolutely delicious, especially juice with black currants. But, you know, visual variety felt better. Then I went back to smithing, thought some shears would be nice in order to get, you know, some more sticks. Accidentally press space. And then, oh, don't you love that sound? I do. I really do. And yeah, more smitten. Copper rod, so you know I can make that juice press. So we can get some juicing going on. And yeah, that's it. I made it very simple, very easy, honestly. And then boom, that's it, very unceremoniously. And here, you know, cutting grass is the most amazing and funny experience for me of all time, really. So it makes sense that I would laugh out loud like that. To be honest, I was probably watching something off screen. I don't remember what the fuck that was. But yeah, it was funny, apparently. I don't always laugh like that, just so. I don't know, I thought it felt kind of funny to leave it in. And now we get to the part everyone watching has been looking forward to. Yes, it is obligatory Diggy Diggy Hole reference. But not before, you know, I flooded it like I said I would. By the way, you know, the water effect while I was doing this drove me absolutely insane. I don't know if it comes across in the video, but man, just always listening to that. It's not a bad sound effect at all. It just drove me insane to hear it all around me. But yeah, you know, gained a level in digging, so, you know, I thought some more experience would be good. So that's the trait that I picked, and then I got back to digging. And here you see one of my many flaws. I despise leaving blocks just on the ground. I can't stand it. There's something in my brain that itches when those blocks are left unattended. I have to pick them up. But also, you know, there was kind of a purpose as to why I was picking these up. So I can't really blame myself too much for it. But generally, there's no reason for me to have to pick everything up. And, you know, I don't mind things that I throw on the floor. That's fine. But if it's there naturally, oh, my brain itches. But yeah, I wanted to build this little dirt thing. So I went back and I was like, nope, now I want to go back to Diggy Diggy Hole. So I did. I yearned for the mines. Or yeah, I think that's enough funny haha references for one day. And prospecting some more just to see maybe something new would come up. Nope. I don't know what I was expecting, but yeah. And then a bear. Would you look at that? Our little bear has made its way onto our property. Oh, I did that without taking damage. No more bear. And yeah, as I said in the intro, my immediate thought was like, let's stuff his hide in our smithy. That'll look nice. I feel like it kinda does. Although, if I remember correctly, he does get moved away. Huh? What? I didn't... What the f... What? What? I didn't press any buttons to walk? What? Okay. Yeah. Ooh, spooky. Yeah, I got so spooked out that I just ran away. Like, I was... That scared the shit out of me. Is it wolf killing time, perhaps? It is, but that'll have to wait until next episode. I hope all of you enjoyed it. I've been Patchguy and I really enjoyed making this video. So I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye! Bye bye! Bye bye bye! Goodbye!